Do you ever feel more valued and understood when someone takes their time to listen to you and ask for your feedback? Everyone likes to be heard and not feel rushed when they're trying to explain something, especially if it has to do with their lives. When someone asks about your feedback of their service, do you feel more valued because you know that they care if they're doing a good job and actually trying to help you? When you feel valued and heard, you want to go back to whoever was hearing you out or to the service that you went to. Unfortunately, that is not the case with physicians and patients in the United States. Patients don't have enough time talking to their doctors or physicians during appointments or have enough communication with them. The healthcare system pays doctors and physicians for the number of patients they see instead of how much time they spend with them. Patients only have a small limit of interaction with their doctors or physicians and aren't getting the proper communication they need. Patients wait a long period of time just to see their physician for less than 16 minutes. Time is very important for a patient's decision making, and some feel rushed during their appointments. Doesn't it feel like primary care has been moving more towards an assembly line like system? Physicians are focused more on seeing patients throughout the day as possible. StudyMD stated in a report that around half of physicians spend less than 16 minutes with each patient. Also, according to StudyMD, physicians don't have time to be proactive and helping their patients stay healthy. They're actually forced to be reactive, where they're focused on treating symptoms and illnesses as they come up. So how can patients feel like their physicians actually take time to communicate with them instead of feeling rushed and just getting prescribed medication? My solution is for the healthcare system to stop paying doctors over the number of patients they see. Doctors and physicians should spend as much time necessary with their patients. Another solution is for patients to get more communication with their doctors or physicians is through patient portals. Doctors or physicians should invest in healthy IT companies and be able to provide services with their patients that can help them have easier access to them and faster communication. If patients have any questions about their health or medication, they could just ask through the patient portal. This will improve the patient satisfaction and empower patients to be more involved in their health and wellness. In the article, Better Patient Feedback, Better Healthcare by Tahir Mahmoud, it states that their patient feedback process can help patients feel more valued and understood. This helps create an important relationship between patient and physicians and benefits both. It will have better outcomes for patients and will enable them to remain active and productive. Patient feedback has an important role in addressing patient and improving treatment adherence. Technology is an amazing tool as a communication between a patient and their physician. Adding a patient portal to a physician's website can help engage patients in entirely new ways. The portal's experience opens up secure communication with patients and physicians and is reported to improve adherence and streamline administrative functions. Furthermore, an internet-based portal experience will help patients with secure communication. They can view and pay bills, request appointments, research health topics, review their personal health information, and even message their physicians about their health information. While I was doing my research on patients and their time limit appointments with their physicians, I realized how true this issue is. My family's primary physician has always had a great communication with us and always takes his time to answer our questions. I always hated how long waiting time was, but then I realized that it's because he actually takes his time with each of his patients. However, last year when I went for my yearly checkup, I got a different physician. The nurse told me that my doctor has a lot of new patients and he just needed another doctor in his office to help him out with his patients. Unfortunately, this new physician doesn't have the same communication as my previous one. I feel more rushed with her, and when I would ask her a lot of questions, I just feel like she would just get annoyed. And when I told her of some of my symptoms, I feel like she was just prescribing medication to me, like, okay, I feel this, okay, I'm just going to give you this medication. Instead of taking her time to hear me out, maybe whatever I had didn't really need medication. And after my 2 appointments with that physician, I just told my nurse that I prefer my old physician in my future visits. This is why I think it is very important for physicians to take their time with their patients and communicate with them. The healthcare system needs to stop paying doctors and physicians for the number of patients they see instead of how much the time they spend with their patients. I do understand time is very limited, so I think it is very important for physicians to find another way to communicate with their patients, and that is online portals. So I think this will be the solution for between patients and physicians communication.